Okay, hello everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Okay. Okay, we'll start in a minute, okay?
هلو مرحبا مهندسة.
سلام هلا.
كيفك؟ شو أخبارك؟
الحمد لله بخير.
طمنيني عليكي.
الحمد لله بخير. شلونك؟
الله يسلمك. Okay, people are still joining, so I think if we can wait for extra couple of minutes.
Okay, that's fine with me.
Yes, خلينا ننطر شوي لأنه الناس عم بيجوا و it's a recorded session فإن شاء الله برفع لك إياه كمان على اليوتيوب.
Okay, perfect.
يلا بالتوفيق.
شكرا.
عفوا.
Good afternoon, everyone. مساكم الله بالخير جميعا.
أهلا.
حياكم الله.
كيفك دكتور؟
I am exciting to see how to hack Snapchat account with engineer Shahad. It's a pleasure to see all of you guys, and I would like to welcome you to this big session, inshallah. I think engineer Shahad, she will cover specifically how to hack Snapchat accounts. Then we need to take care and we need to understand how the hackers can do hack Snapchat accounts. Then, of course, we need to understand and taking the step by step how to protect yourself and others, specifically your family, your friends, to avoid like this kind of attack. So we are really excited to see it, to see how the hackers can hack Snapchat accounts. Let's go, Engineer Shahad.
Okay, should we start now? 35 participants. Okay, I guess I'll start now. Let me quickly introduce myself. I'm engineer Shaher. I work as a lab assistant in KCST. Most of the work I do is related to the cybersecurity lab because I'm really interested in cybersecurity, and that's why I'm here today to share some of my humble knowledge related to cybersecurity. So let's start. Well, first thing I want to do is I want to play with you guys a cyber game. The game is as follows. We have two teams. The first team should be the iOS team, and the second team should be the Android team. If you use iPhone, Mac, you definitely belong here. And if you use Samsung, OnePlus, Huawei, you belong to the Android team. Now, the game is going to be as follows. I'm going to ask you a question, and you guys are going to answer me and debate with the other team, and you're going to support your answer with evidence. So listen carefully. The question is, based on your knowledge related to the recent security updates related, of course, to these operating system and security patches, which one do you think could be easier to hack, the Android or the iOS?
I think it's Android.
Why is that?
Because that's it's like Windows that have operating system like Android. I mean, sorry, operating system like Windows. So if you have also the programs of the hackers, which is called about, there's more programs that I can download it, and I tried the first time I download the local Linux. Really, I downloaded it.
That's a good answer. Anyone can debate with him? He's definitely an iOS person, so who's an Android person who can protect Android? Many people are saying Android, Android, Android in the chat. Someone said iOS. Android because it's not more safety like iOS. Android is open source, so you can research. Look, if a software is open source, it doesn't mean it's weaker, because nowadays many softwares are going to open source because more people can research for vulnerabilities and propose security patches for these. So the hackers are now your friends. They're helping you to make your software more safe. Android because it's open
I
source.
think no one of them is easy to hack.
Yeah, why is that?
Because there is many application like to security, and there is a security answer. So many answer like birthday or by sending email or in your phone number.
Okay, I'll tell you what the answer is. The answer is, it doesn't really matter. Why? I'm gonna explain this to you. So where should you worry? Now, we have this device that you are using. It could be an iPhone, could be a laptop running Windows or any operating system. And naturally, you're using this device to access a service like a browser or send an email, something like that. Now, this application you're using is communicating with your operating system, which can be any operating system, which then communicates with the network to send and receive your requests. Now, I call this the deadly chain. Why do I call this the deadly chain? Because as you can see, the chain composes of many links. As you can see, we have 3 links here. And if a hacker breaks one of these links, the entire chain will be broken and the hacker will gain access to the entire chain. Now, a question to you guys, which one of these chains do you think is which one of these links do you think is the easiest to break by hackers? Let's say number 1 or number 2 and number 3.
Maybe the website or email.
The one in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I think
Yeah, so people are saying number 2. More answers? Most people are saying number 2. Someone is saying last one. Okay, last one. Okay, the correct answer is the first one. UK Commissioner's Office, ICO, and CyberSafe reported that 90% of hacks occur because of human error, and only 10% of them occur because of software vulnerability, which means that if you get hacked, 90% of the chances that you were hacked because you made a mistake somewhere. And only 10% is because the software or the operating system you're using is weak or vulnerable or has a bug. Now, this is the answer to the previous question we had in the game. So no matter what operating system you're using, you might get hacked if you slip somewhere. Now, let me show you a hack demo. It's gonna be a phishing attack if those of you who don't know what phishing is, we're gonna explain it in a minute. Now, I need a volunteer for this attack. Anyone who would like to volunteer? Don't worry, I'm not gonna hack you.
I'm gonna be the hack. I can or not?
No, I am the hacker and you are the victim. You're gonna get
Okay.
hacked.
It's okay.
Okay, if no one wants to be a volunteer, okay, Zainab, can I? Okay, we will pick Zainab
But we are
as
excited
our.
about the snap.
Okay, Zainab's gonna be our volunteer victim. Now, let me just. Can you see this page,
Yes.
the browser?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Now let me just. Okay, I have a phishing script and I uploaded this phishing script into a hosting service, a web hosting service. It's called 000 web host. Now, if I am to launch this website, okay. Okay, perfect. Now, look closely. I'm gonna type $ID equals Snapchat, and then click enter, and then a Snapchat web page is gonna appear. Okay, Chrome is detecting this, no problem. Visit the unsafe site. Okay, what I'm gonna do is, I'm the hacker, okay? I'm gonna copy this link and I'm gonna send it to the victim, which is Zainab. Okay?
And Muhammad. Me
Participants.
also, I raise my hand for vultures of the victims.
Sorry?
Me also, I want to become victim. I raise my hand.
No, Zainab's gonna be the victim, sorry.
Okay, it's okay.
Okay, I'm gonna send you by email the link. Okay, and let's do here. Okay. Okay, Zainab, can you share your screen?
Yes. 1 second. Just let me open the email. 1 second.
Okay, just 1 second. How do I close sharing? Stop video share. Close share. Okay. And can you share your screen?
Could you send the link via chat? So basically, so I could copy it.
I sent it to you by email.
Yeah. 1 second, because I guess.
If I send it on
Yeah.
chat, everyone's gonna use it.
No, you could use it. I mean, like you could send it to me privately. 1 second. خلاص, I opened my email. So
Okay,
1 second.
Where is this basic?
Okay, I have opened the link. So basically, could I share my screen? Yes, I guess my.
Okay.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, could you stop sharing by now?
Okay.
I guess I do
I
have.
stopped sharing, right? Stop share. Okay.
Yes. 1 second. 1 second. Okay. Okay. So I guess my browser is stopping I'm not able to open the link. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen now.
Okay.
So
Yeah, click on
basically-
advanced.
Okay.
Yeah, and then, yeah, proceed.
Okay. No. Okay. So basically, what should I do here now? Mm. 1 second.
Oh,
I guess I'm not able.
Click on details, Zainab.
Yes.
Yeah,
Shall I?
and scroll down. Visit this unsafe site. This very unsafe site.
What?
Click on visit this unsafe site.
Okay,
The
fine.
last, yeah.
Yes. خلاص then
Okay. Just wait.
okay. So I guess I have a blocked access. I'm not able to enter.
Yeah, this is because the university. This is because the university firewall.
Yeah,
It's protecting you.
I guess.
Yeah, the first things should be outside the university. Maybe you change the connection. It
So
will
basically,
work.
yeah. خلاص, let
Yeah.
me see 1 second. Let me change my internet connection.
That's
The
why
IT
you
people
are protected
seem,
from phishers.
IT people did a great job then,
Yeah.
as we can see here.
So basically, I will stop sharing for now. Let me find a solution. Either I will change my connection or something. Just give me 2-3 minutes, if possible. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe you can explain to us what is phishing. How can you give it to the victim, the link, and how they can protect themselves, Shahad, or the users, if you don't mind. How can they
Sure.
protect themselves from this kind of link to share the links?
How about I show you guys a video demonstrating the exact same attack.
Yeah.
1 second. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, on the right side is the victim, Zainab, and on the left side is the hacker, me. These two people are having some normal conversation. They are sharing videos, funny videos on WhatsApp. And now the hacker is gonna send a malicious link to the victim. He's gonna go like, check this video out on Snapchat, it's even funnier. And the victim's naturally gonna click on this link. And then a login window appears. Now, the victim's gonna think, okay, if I log in right now, I'm gonna see the video they sent me. So they're gonna enter their username and their password. This is not my real password, just for your info. And then they're gonna click login. What's gonna happen now is the login page is gonna reload again. So the victim's gonna think, oh, maybe I had a problem with the connection or something. Let me log in again. But in fact, it is already done on the attacker's side. As you can see, this is the script I showed you just now. And this is the web hosting service. Now the hacker is gonna click on a user.txt file. And then what's gonna happen is the hacker will see the password, the user and the password of the victim. So that is how phishing is done. Unfortunately, the IT did something which made
So
my
basically,
attack unsuccessful. Now, let me tell you the types of phishing, and I want you, based on this, to tell me what kind of phishing I just did now. The first type is email phishing, which basically attackers send the phishing links by email, and the second one is social media. The third one is SMS phishing, which they call it smishing. You might have received, SMS messages like you want a free gift card or something by SMS, or your bank account was blocked. Enter your details to unlock it. The last type of phishing is voice, which is phishing. This one is when you receive random calls from random countries, and when you answer them, scammers be like, hey, we are a trading company, we need your information or something like that. So which type you guys think the phishing I did was? Social media.
The social media maybe, but
Yeah,
it's
social media.
very easy on the social engineering.
You guys are saying social media. It is basically stealing social media information, but the way I sent the link to Zainab was through, oh,
By
you're
email.
talking about the WhatsApp one, the video. Yeah, that's true, social media. But the one I was doing on Zainab, I sent it through email, so it's email phishing. The one in the video is, you're right, is social media phishing. Good job, everyone. Now,
Excuse me, I have a question.
let me give you some, sorry?
I have a question.
Yes.
So what do you do if the hacker take the information?
Okay, we will discuss that in a minute. Okay. Okay, let me introduce you to some phishing tools, some popular ones. First one is Weeman. Second one is the SET, Social Engineer Toolkit. And the third one is Blackfish. Now, these tools are quite popular, but as you saw before, sometimes it is not quite efficient to use a phishing tool, and that's all, because the link will be quite obvious. As you saw previously, it's not an authentic URL. Some people will see it. So what you can do is use URL shorteners. Just Google URL shortener, and what you can do basically is enter the long link, the long malicious link that doesn't look authentic at all, and the tool will shorten this into something gibberish that you can't understand. You might have seen many of these before, the bit.ly shortened links. Now, assume that you are a victim, okay? Or assume that you're just browsing or something and you saw a shortened link, something like this one. How do you know what is the original URL behind this one? You can always Google expand URL or check short URL, and you can paste the shortened URL here, click expand, and you're gonna get the long one, the original one back. And then you can see if the person has shortened it just because they want it short and pretty, or they shortened it because it is a phishing URL. Now, hypertext. Do you know when you receive an email and scroll down at the end, you see to subscribe, click here, or click unsubscribe? The word unsubscribe is usually blue, right? When you click on it, it's going to take you somewhere else. This is hypertext. Now, hypertext is generally harder to detect because it holds a link that you cannot see. So one way to combat that is to hover over the hypertext, and when a pop-up appears, you're going to see the link behind this hypertext. Another thing you can use to deceive the victim is social engineering. As we did in the video, we pretended that this is a normal conversation and hey, here's the video. This is a funny video, click on it. You use your social skills to trick the victim into clicking on your link. Now, this is some additional information for you guys. In case you noticed, most of the phishing tools, or let's say most of the hacking tools, are not in graphical user interface. They are command line tools. In case you don't know what is graphical interface, it is, do you know when you open Microsoft Word and you have all these buttons and tools? you know, this is graphical user interface, but most hacking tools are black screen, and if you want to execute a command, you type it up, right? صح? Okay, so why do you think most hacking tools are command line tools? What do you think, guys? أسرع وأخف. This is correct. Any other answers? Okay, it is because GUI is expensive. When we say expensive in computer terms, we don't mean money. We mean two terms. We mean space, which is memory expensive, and we mean time, which is the overhead. Graphical user interface takes a lot of memory, and some operating systems like Kali Linux, which is used basically for hacking, has over 600 tools. And if each one of these tools have graphical user interface, it's gonna take a lot of memory. Now, the other thing is time. Time to download is gonna be a problem, but the bigger problem is the overhead time, which is the time that when you want to execute a command, the operating system uses system calls to fetch this program or process from the kernel memory and brings it to the RAM, which is the active memory. This time is called the overhead, and imagine the time that every time you want to run a program. Let's say you are a hacker. Every hacker has a toolkit, which is a group of tools that the hacker likes or uses normally or is familiar with if they want to participate in capture the flag competitions or just do normal penetration testing. They have a group of tools. So imagine the overhead time to execute each one of these tools. Hackers normally have 20 plus tools, so imagine the time. That's why command line tools are more common in the hacking world. Now, this is the most important part of this presentation. If you haven't understood anything, you should pay attention to this. How can you protect yourself and others from this kind of attack? Well, first thing you should do is always check the URL before clicking it. Now, in the previous hack, the fake URL was something like 00webhostapp.com, which is quite obvious. And the authentic one was accounts.snapchat.com. If you're unsure if this is the authentic URL or not, you can always Google the app you're gonna use. For example, just Google Snapchat and the authentic URL will appear first thing. Now, second thing is always use a unique and strong password. Now, some of you might say, okay, the hacker is gonna get my password even if it was strong. That's true. But imagine if you're using the same password for every app. If the hacker gets your password, your Snapchat account password, they're gonna use this password to log into the rest of your apps, to your Instagram, to your email, to everything. So always make sure to use a unique password and a strong one. For example, if I use Shahad123 for my Snapchat and 123 Shahad for my Instagram, hackers are smart. They will guess it and they will get my other passwords. Now, third thing is always make sure that your email is verified. Now, I need you guys to open your Snapchat app and go to settings, email, and make sure that you have your email address is verified. This ensures you that your email is already verified. If it hasn't, just go through the steps to verify your email. This will help protect your account. Now, next thing you can do is make sure you use two-step verification. Two-step verification is a way that the app or service can verify that you is you, the authentic you, by using two means of verification. The first one is password, and the second one could be SMS or email or other apps. You can do that in Snapchat by going to settings and then two-factor authentication. If you haven't done that yet, make sure you do it. Now, imagine that your account was already hacked and you still have access to it, but you want to catch the hacker. Snapchat offers a service of giving you or providing you with your account data. You can do that by going to settings, then my data, and then this tells you what kind of data Snapchat can provide you. It includes all the history of your messages on Snapchat, all the devices you use to log in from that account, and even sometimes if you use Snap Maps, it can send you all the locations you've been in while using the app. As you can see, this is a sample of the data Snapchat can provide you. You can see here, Apple, iPhone, the model, the operating system, everything. You can use this to track the hacker or at least recover from the damage they made. Now, another thing you can do is turn Snap Maps off. Go to settings and turn ghost mode on. This is gonna hide you from Snap Maps. Now, some of you are gonna say, why? Is this unsafe? Well, yes, how? Imagine someone or some of your Snap friends got hacked. The hacker will go to Snap Maps and they can view all the location of their friends. Snap Maps offers a very precise location up to the building number or street name even. So this is dangerous. Some hackers can use this for tracking people down. That is why you have to make sure the ghost mode is turned on. Okay. Now, what are some other general anti-phishing methods? One is, of course, educating yourself and others about phishing, and the other one is reporting suspicious emails, sites, and apps. Now, a few weeks ago or a few months ago, maybe, the Ministry of Interior websites was replicated with a scam website. I don't know if some of you heard about it, but people would go to the fake website thinking it's the authentic one to pay their tickets. يبون يدفعون مخالفاتهم مخالفات المرور, and they pay for the fake websites instead of the real one. Now, how they found out is by reporting. So reporting is very important. If you suspect something, always report to the people of this website or to your company or to your even university. Now, a current trend is using automated anti-phishing solutions. Like, for example, the email can automatically detect whether this is a phishing email or not a phishing email. Now that's it for today. And I will be gladly hearing your questions, if there are any.
So basically, engineer Shahad, I guess I'm prepared to hack me.
Sorry, I can't hear well.
With you, Zainab. Actually, I'm
Yeah.
now prepared. If you want to hack my account, basically.
Do you want to share your screen and show them?
Yeah. Let's go.
Sure.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, let me stop sharing. And okay.
I guess you could
Let's
see my
see.
screen right now, yeah?
Yes,
So,
we can see it.
So basically, here we go. Okay. Say.
I've never heard someone say I'm ready to be hacked before. Well, Zainab is. Okay, now,
I'm done.
as you have noticed, the URL before was different. Now it is the authentic URL of Snapchat. So Zainab, if you enter your real username and password now, which is don't do it, because everyone's watching.
Okay.
You're gonna log into Snapchat. Yeah, the real Snapchat. Now let me share my screen to
Let
show
me
you.
stop sharing now.
Okay, let me share. Okay, can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, let me switch to my. Okay, can you see the browser?
Yes.
Okay, so we go to, let me search for it, users.txt, and we open. Okay, let's see. Oh. Okay, once again, let's go to users. Zainab, and the password is hello, right?
Yes.
So as you can see, this is a successful attempt. The only difficulty we faced was the IT's network, the university's network, which is, by the way, a great job the IT did there. But if it's a local network, the phishing is gonna be successful. So, any questions?
Yes, please.
So, what do you do
How
if the
can we
hacker?
learn about Kali Linux?
Can you say that again? Can't hear you.
How can we learn about the Kali Linux?
Well, there are many videos on Kali Linux. There are blogs, there are videos, there are tutorials, there are courses, and of course, there's the Hackers Club. So if you haven't joined yet, you can join the club.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Sorry, but I have a question.
Yeah.
How can we create that link, the 00 web post link?
Oh yeah, that script I'm not gonna share with you guys because for safety purposes. But if you have, or say if you created your own phishing script, you can use 000webhost.com. It is a web hosting service. If you have a website you want to host it on the internet, then Webhost is a free hosting service. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Excuse me, I
Okay.
have a question, please.
Yes.
So, how can she return her account?
Yeah,
You
how
hacker,
she,
right? How she can
yes.
return?
If she have used two-step authentication, then she can use that to recover her account. Does that answer your question? That's why I'm
Can you
saying
repeat again?
two-step verification. Here, 1 second. Do you remember the slide? Where is it? Okay. Two-step verification or two-factor authentication. You go to settings and two-factor authentication. This will enable an extra step for the person who's gonna log in to authenticate themselves. So this is a way to protect yourself or to even
No,
recover
before
the
I
account.
protect.
Sorry?
Can you hear me?
Yes, can you go again?
Yeah, you have hacked her account, right? So how can she return it, or she can't?
Yes, so imagine that you have already been hacked. If you have enabled the two-factor authentication, Snapchat then can use this to verify that you are the real user of the account, not the hacker who has your username and password. If you get hacked, that means your account is gone. That is not true. Well, some cases, yeah, but not always.
Okay, can you show us, please? Because I didn't understand. Sorry.
Do you know when you log into Gmail and it asks you for security questions?
Yes.
Yeah, many questions with many answers, like 3, 4 questions, sometimes more, right?
Yeah.
Why do you think Gmail does this? It's because assume that the hacker stole your password. Now, how would Gmail know if the hacker is the real user and you are the hacker, right? The security questions will help them believe that you are the real person because no one knows the answers to these security questions. And by the way, most people use these or answer these security questions by obvious answers. For example, what is the name of your pet? They put the real name of their pet, which is wrong. You should put an answer that is not related to the question. Use a very, very unique answer. No one knows it except you. Because if I know your pet name, I can steal your account, right?
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, welcome. Any other questions? People who are asking how to join the club, you can scan this QR code and you'll find the Instagram page. You can then register. Any other questions?
Yes,
Okay, I'll
please.
guess we will finish this presentation. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope you learned something today. Okay, so after she gets hacked and she still have access to it, she can get. Okay. Well, okay, some sophisticated hackers, once they get your username and password, they will go deeper and they will change your number, they will change your email, they will change everything so that they cut every possible path that you can use to log in. So the two-step verification is helpful. Okay, I will finish this here. Thank you so much for joining and hope to see you again in other presentations similar to this one. Thank you very much.